little mangoes and welcome to another video. So I thought I would do a video on 50 facts about me. I went on YouTube this morning and I realized I had reached 20,000 subscribers. I feel so incredibly grateful and just amazed that I have so many of you following and sharing my journey with me, and it's truly an incredible feeling, and you guys have all been so supportive and I can't thank you guys enough. I thought I would do this quick video because, well, I hope it's quick. I haven't done one since I first started my channel, so you guys don't think I'm crazy or weird and that you guys get to know a little bit more about me that's not to do with veganism or health or fitness or anything like that. Just stuff about me, just random stuff. I'm half German and half Filipino. My dad's German and my mum's Filipino. My first job was at Domino's Pizza and then at McDonald's. What? I hate the feeling of furry teeth, especially like when I'm about to get into bed and I realize I hadn't brushed my teeth, like, and feeling it and going across with your tongue. Ugh, it just freaks me out. I overthink everything way too much. I lie in bed and I'm just thinking. I look into everything so much more than I need to. I'm getting better at it and just trying to live in the now and in the present moment and not worry about the past or the future. I have a cat named Shiloh. She's a ragdoll and she's my baby. I love her to death. Unfortunately, I had to give her to my mum and dad because I was moving to a house that had a dog, so it was not going to work out. I was in the Cub Scouts when I was younger for 5 years. I also wanted to be a boy. I always wanted to have my hair cut short and wear jeans and like boy clothes. It was until about the age of 8. My first language was German, but when I moved to Australia when I was 6, I forgot it all within like a couple of months. But I still understand it, if that makes sense. Like, it's really weird, really weird. And I dream in German sometimes. I first stopped believing in Santa when it was Christmas Eve and I put out a glass of milk and some cookies for Santa Claus. And in the morning when I ran down, I saw that the milk had a floating cockroach in it, like dead, and the cookies weren't eaten. And I think Mum and Dad just thought that was the best way to tell me Santa wasn't real. And speaking of Christmas, my birthday is on the 28th of December, which is 3 days after, and I always used to get joint presents. I still do, and it's really annoying because I buy people like 2 lots of presents in the year, like birthday and Christmas, and then I just get a joint. Happy birthday and Christmas. I was raised a Catholic. My mum is really religious, and she even named me after the Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ. That's why my name is Mary Christine. It's actually hyphenated, but it's just Mary for short. But everyone knows me in Germany as Mary Christine or Christine. I think everything happens for a reason, and if I don't know the reason at the time, later on in life something will happen. I'll be like, oh wow, that actually did happen for a reason. And I think everyone you meet, even in the supermarket, on a train, on a bus, or if you're walking past them, you have met them for a reason. If you speak to them, like later on in life, you're like, wow, maybe that was the reason why I had to speak to them, or why I met them, and that's why that happened. I once got horned in the neck when I was in Germany at age 4 or something by a goat. I was walking up to it to pat it, and it's what's it called? It's horn went like into the side of my neck. Like, it could have like pierced my neck and got my jugular vein. I was so lucky. I went and ran back to my auntie and said, you know, I couldn't speak because I was such in shock, and she thought a bee had stung me, so she put an onion on it. I don't know if that's a thing to do. But anyways, later on I explained to her that it was a goat that freaking horned me, and she was like, oh my god. And yeah, but I'm okay and nothing bad happened, and I'm grateful that it didn't like pierce my neck. I hate rewatching my YouTube videos. So Bo and I have been on and off since I was 19 and I'm now 25, so that's about 5.5 years. We had a bit of time apart because of overseas trips. Like, he went overseas, I went overseas. But the whole time, we'd never stopped talking, I'd never stopped loving him, and now we're together and we'll be together forever. That's what I mean, how everything happens for a reason. I think we were supposed to have our own time apart and then come together as new grown people and then grow together. When I was young, I used to be a really fast runner. I used to compete in athletics and I used to be really good at sport like basketball and netball. I used to have bleached blonde hair when I was 18, like bleached blonde hair. Not even kidding you, like Khaleesi of Game of Thrones. I haven't had a drop of alcohol since my 25th birthday, which was last year, but if I was to drink alcohol, my favourite drink used to be a mojito and red wine. I really struggle to take constructive criticism. I mean, I think I just take everything to heart and I get really defensive. Like, are you actually being genuine or are you just being rude? I just take everything really literally. Like, I'm really sensitive. I'm quite a selfish person when it comes to food. I hate sharing my food. I hate people touching my food. I hate people getting their fork and putting it in my food. Like, you have your own food. But the annoying thing is that I'm happy to just get my fork and eat off their plate. I mean, it's double standards. I was a maid of honor at my best friend's wedding. Her name's Bonnie. It was the most amazing day and she's such a beautiful friend and I love her to death. I would say that I have an ambivert personality. So I'm an extrovert and an introvert mixed together. I like to be around people. I get a lot of energy from people. I like talking in front of a big crowd and just, you know, absorbing everyone and just, you know, being there. But then at the same time, I need to go home and just be by myself to even out the energy and just balance myself out, because it just gets a little bit too much and I've absorbed too many people's energies. So yeah, I don't know if anyone gets that. I love drawing and I haven't done it for ages, but I would love to get back into sketching one day. I always wished I was a little bit taller, like just this much, or that much, maybe that much. I have really cool freckles on my body. Like, I have one under my neck that's like symmetrically under me. See? And I love these. It's like a snake bite. Oh, I have a Ryan's belt on the side of my cheek. You can't see it very well, but I have one here, here, and here. So hopefully you guys can see it. I don't know whether you can, but it's Orion's belt. Anyways, I just think my freckles are pretty cool. I like connecting the dots with them. I love traveling. I think it's so relaxing. I love being on a bus, on a plane, on a train. I just feel so at home and just love being in new places and moving around. I don't like to stay in one place too long. I get really itchy feet. I have this thing with even numbers. I have to have the volume on even number. I have to eat in even numbers. Like, I have to take 2 bites at a time or 2 sips at a time. OCD to the max, man. My favorite singers or artists are the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the old school Red Hot Chili Peppers, not the new stuff. Bon Iver, Ashgia, and Beyonce. Oh my god, I love Beyonce. Oh, and Ed Sheeran. I'm a very messy person. Bo gets so frustrated because he has to pick up after me, not the other way around, which is really usually how it happens. But yeah, I'm getting better. My family is so big. I don't even know some of my cousins. My mum had 8 siblings and my dad had 6. So they have kids upon kids upon kids. I'm terrified of heights. Anything that's not secure, like a ladder or like a playground or like those poles that you slide down. And I'm scared of bees, wasps, mosquitoes, flies, anything that really crawls and flies, really, except for babies and planes. I can really judge people quite well, like their character and their vibe and their energy and their aura, whatever you want to call it. I love not wearing a bra, but unfortunately I have double D's and sometimes not wearing a bra is impossible for me. I have a degree in nursing, so I studied for 3 years and then I was nursing for 4 years until I decided to travel with Bo, and now I'm studying health coaching and hoping to do health coaching soon. I have worn red nail polish on my toes since I was maybe 10 years old, and I hated seeing my toes without nail polish until I decided to go overseas because I didn't want to take nail polish with me. When I laugh, I have this really funny nostril thing going on. And I can't help it, and it's people are like, oh my god, your nostrils are like flaring so much. You'll see in one of my vlogs when I'm laughing, like my nostrils go like that. Yeah. My favorite TV shows are Game of Thrones, Suits, Sex and the City, and I love all nature shows, especially by David Attenborough. And I love like documentaries about animals and the earth and Egypt. If I had a superpower, it would be to refill things. Refill empty products, refill your smoothies, refill your food, your money, your petrol in your car. Just refill everything when it's empty or when it's finished with. How cool is that? You'll never have to like buy anything again. When I was a kid, my nickname was Mowgli because I kind of looked like him, like a boy. And I was obsessed with the story, the Jungle Book and the movie. I'm not a very good cook at all. I kind of just make up my recipes as I go and just hope for the best. I do love cooking even though I'm not good at it. I remember all of my dreams when I wake up and I always look at them and think, what are they trying to tell me? I feel like I look like a chameleon. Like, I can fit in with any culture or race. Every time I go to another country, they're like, oh, they speak to me in the language. I'm like, oh, no, English. Like, oh, like I went to Spain, they thought I was Spanish. I went to Bangladesh, they thought I was Bengali. Here in Thailand, they think I'm Thai. Yeah, it's good. I like it. When I get really excited or really nervous, I tend to talk really fast, and I talk a lot. My favorite flower is a peony. I love the sound of the ocean and the sound of rain at night when you're sleeping. And I know a lot of people probably like that, but I just think it's one of my favorite things. I just love it. When I'm traveling and I see ancient ruins, or I look at a town or a country, I kind of like to look at it in a way of how it looked like 50 years ago or 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago. I try and picture it in its original condition. I'm a Capricorn through and through. I do have a lot of Sagittarius traits though. One of the best days of my life was when I went to Dubai a couple of years ago and I got to swim with dolphins, and I just remember being so happy, just being there and getting to touch the dolphins and, you know, holding them and swimming with them. And I even cried when it kissed me on the cheek. And I went there before I was vegan, and I wouldn't go there now and support that. And last but not least, I seriously love you all. Thank you so much for your support. I can't thank you enough, seriously. And thank you for everything, and I hope you liked this video, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, my little mangoes.